On January 26, 2022, in Tallahassee, Florida, 22-year-old MaKayla Bryant, aka MK, a Florida A&M University student, and her 24-year-old girlfriend, Precious Charlton, they would go to hit a play of over a pound of marijuana at just before 5 p.m., which they would link up to sell this pound to someone they met on Telegram within the Providence Pointe Apartment complex, right off Lake Bradford Road, when they pulled up to meet Stuckey Ave. But before you knew it, him and another guy that he was with would attempt to rob the two girls. MaKayla Bryant was in the passenger seat when Khalid pulled out a gun and shot just before Precious could pull off. Unfortunately, it wasn't quick enough because 22-year-old MaKayla Bryant was shot in her chest. Precious immediately called 911 while she drove her to the hospital, but 22-year-old MaKayla Bryant wouldn't make it. 24-year-old Precious was arrested and interrogated for the murder, and when she was interrogated, she told the police everything that happened and even pretty much snitched on herself.
We need to get the guy that shot MaKayla. All right.
I know, and I want that too. I just really wasn't paying attention. Like, he waited till I looked down at my phone to try to do something.
Like I said, I'll know when they're done operating. I don't know that yet. That's a serious injury. And she's shot in the chest, so they got to do a lot to make sure that she'll be okay. What's more important is what you have to say. I don't know that you're allowed to have firearms, and you're definitely not allowed to have the dope. Okay. We're going to be talking about that kind of stuff. We're not trying to put nothing on you or anything like that. I don't want you to think that. We're here for MaKayla. All right? We need to get the guy that shot MaKayla. All right?
I know, and I want that too. I just really wasn't paying attention. Like, he waited till I looked down at my phone to try to do something. And it's like, by the time I realized what was going on, I already had the car drive. I had to just put my foot on gas and pull up as fast as I could. But I promise he waited for me to look at my phone and not be paying attention. I just really wasn't aware at that exact second that I needed to be looking. Like,
Precious, you're stressed out. You're
because
worried about MaKayla.
Yeah, that's what it be on me. You don't understand, like.
But here's what I need you to do. I need you to stay strong, okay? Stay strong for MaKayla. We'll get this information from you, and then we'll go find this dude, okay? We'll find him.
Yeah, we'll find him. We got to get all this information.
Can you be strong?
So we know everything that happened, okay?
All right.
She's so small, Precious. She's not gonna make it. She's so small.
Yeah. Right.
We don't know anything yet, okay?
Man, that shit really hurt my feelings. Like, I don't know how that shit happened so fast. That just really hurt my feelings. And I just can't stop playing it back in my head. And at first she said, he shot me in the stomach, and that's all she said. She didn't say nothing else after that.
Okay.
At this point, the officer will read her rights, and she would agree to talk, telling every detail.
Before we start talking about anything else, let me just read you this real quick, okay? Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you? Can you just verbally?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Give me a run, let's start at the beginning and how we ended up here tonight. Like where did you come from?
Keep over that. It's my face. Okay. It's an app right here.
Okay.
And I just got into all these groups, like just me being down here for so long.
The app she's talking about is Telegram, which is a cyber hotspot for illegal activity and drugs. It's an app where people join your group and you can pretty much post whatever you want, which a lot of people use it for illegal activities or selling drugs. And this app has encrypted instant messaging, which makes it hard for law enforcement to keep up with this cyber hotspot.
I got into all these groups.
Okay.
So that's her family and stuff calling me, but that's them calling me and stuff. But like, you see how like different people just post, like you just post weed and stuff, right? This be having like 2,000-3,000 people in each group.
Really?
But it's like you're not really knowing who's in there. Like this say 741, and I could go click on another one. Can you click that arrow? It's not like clicking it, it's clicking above it. Okay, like another one, it's called Welcome to Family's Gas Station. You click.
What's your group name?
And that's all the people, it's PC.
PC?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, like P.C.
Oh.
That's your group me name?
Yeah.
Okay.
PC, like, right here. But he didn't write me. See, I had stopped, my group me stopped really getting messages, so I just posted my number.
Oh, peace.
So he
Okay,
texted me.
P.C.
Okay, so he texted you. Okay.
Yeah, go to
So
my
did-
text.
So is that in here? So these are just the different groups.
Nah, yeah, them the groups. But I
So
had
what did
posted
you,
my
so you
number.
posted your number in there saying, hey, I've got weed to sell?
Yeah, so basically,
Which
this
one's
number
it?
right here, you see how they text me, and they say, they kept calling. They called like 3 times. So I texted him, was like, yo, like, trying to figure out who it is.
Okay.
He called me, like, I already know it's a texting app number. It's not their real number. But they kept calling.
Can I see that real quick?
Yeah, you see what they was calling right there at that time.
Okay, let's see.
And at that point,
4:43 p.m.
I had went to pick MK up from work at 3 o'clock at finish line. I went to the car wash, and we back in the car out. And then I was like, it's so crazy. I was like, babe, let's go to Sugar Rush. Like, I just want to do something with you. So
Okay.
we just went and got
So had
ice
they
cream.
called you before you went and picked her up? So that was,
I mean, when they was calling, it was probably like, we just leaving Sugar Rush.
okay, so you went to Sugar Rush.
Yeah.
And that's when they started calling you.
And I text and I said, yo.
Okay.
And they like, oh, I'm trying to get this. And I immediately put the number in the cash app, and I didn't see no name, and I thought it was suspicious.
Because that means that phone number wasn't attached to somebody or
Yeah,
something
you
like
know,
that.
everybody got a cash app now, so it's kind of suspicious to me, but it's like, I mean, I done been in that situation before,
Okay.
and it just didn't end up.
Did they say, I mean, I didn't read the text, what were they trying to buy?
QP.
2P?
QP.
A QP, so a quarter pound.
112.
So Precious went to pick up MaKayla from work, and after that, she would go to meet these guys to sell them a quarter pound of weed. Precious and MaKayla's relationship was on and off, and was pretty rocky at times because Precious was actually charged with battery for spitting in MaKayla's face after it was witnessed by a TPD officer on a physical disturbance call.
That's why I pulled up, and I pulled up. We probably was sitting out there for a total of 3 minutes.
Oh, let me stop you real quick. So they said they wanted to buy a quarter pound. Did you tell them how much, I don't know how much a quarter pound of weed is going for these days?
Yeah.
How much is a quarter pound going for?
Total $650.
$650.
Mhm.
They want to buy a quarter pound, you tell them $650, and they tell you to meet at,
I feel like a fucking idiot, like, but I
okay, so you're in green saying, yo,
yeah, because they have been calling me like back to back. So
okay.
usually, like, since I post myself,
So is this the picture you had posted in the, okay.
and I just resent them now. But just like him saying the whole little mom thing, that kind of got me like, also like, I never seen his face, but like from my social, like from my group me, you wouldn't know that I was a girl.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying? So like,
Okay.
I don't know.
So what's 60 watts? What's that 60 watts your location? What's that mean?
Let me see. Oh, I said 60, like I thought he meant a QT. You see how he put QT?
Oh,
I thought
okay.
he meant 7 grams. So
Oh,
then he
okay.
come back and say, nah, a cutie, mom. So like, you
Oh,
basically.
okay.
So I said number too low, and he's like, no, I don't mean what you saying. I mean
Okay.
a
So
QT.
then he wants a quarter pound, so you tell him $650.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It was really just on me. And like now that I think back to it, like, some told me just leave when I first got there. Cause she was like, let me see it. I'm like, man, it's right here. Like, you already seen it on the picture. You already seen it.
Where was your backpack in the car when the deal was gonna go down? Was it next to you or was it in the back? Like,
It was in the trunk. But
okay,
you gotta think, like,
right.
she got 5% tint maybe on the back, like pitch black. Like, you gotta be pressing up like this to even see what's in the car. But he really probably just had his eye. I had already, like, once we left Sugar Rush, because this is all like just stops we making, like go to the mall, then we go further down the street, we go to the car wash, then we go to Sugar Rush. Then from Sugar Rush, he was texting me, he had already said something about being on the south side.
You had just washed the car
Yeah,
before you went here.
yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was telling him, like,
No,
I
that's a good thing.
swear to God, like, we both got out and vacuumed out the car, went through went through the little washing and everything. Like, the car just got cleaned out, like, which is crazy. The whole car just got cleaned.
It looked
so
really
if
clean.
anything, it'll be the two of us. It would only be our 2 fingerprints in the car, because I kid you
No,
not, like,
that's-
we just left.
That's a
and,
good
like,
thing.
he was just acting sketchy. But it's like, I don't know, because he started putting some money out his wallet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he started to pull the money out his wallet.
Did it look real?
It's like, he basically was like, let me see how much it is first. I'm like, it's already weighed up. It's right here. He's like,
So
"That
did you
don't look
have
like
it up front with you?
Yeah,
The weed?
I had
Okay.
a weed. I had a weed though.
Okay.
And the crazy shit is, like, I feel so bad even telling him to go to her side. But it's like, where we had parked at, it was like it was like 4 empty parks on the side of her.
Uh-huh.
But if he was on me, it would have been right by a car. So
Right by
I
a
really
car.
wouldn't have been able to, like, peep what he had going on.
Okay.
So, and right before that shit even happened, I started raising the window up a little bit, just getting a bad feeling, like having it halfway.
Yeah.
Like this, I already was feeling some type of way. And he trying to make small talk. He like, oh yeah, my homie finna go get the cup so I can weigh it. I'm like, nah, you don't need to weigh it. I was like, you can pay me, then you can do whatever you gotta do, but I'm not finna do that. And he was like, oh, I can hop in the back seat and weigh it. I was like, no, bro, like, we don't have to do all that. Like, I'm just trying to get to the money. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not no violent person. I'm not no that type of person. If anything, I asked for the gun. Honestly, I want a gun because I know I'm a female selling dope. Like, I already know that, like, how stuff could go and it could go left. And that's exactly what happened. They see 2 girls and they just take it like, oh, they vulnerable and shit. But, like, she literally, I'm looking at my phone. I'm like this. They over there. I look down for like 1 second and, like, I hear, like, almost like hear a commotion, like just hear like this. And I'm just looking over and he was like this, he said something like this how this finna go. Like that's how this finna go. And I see him reaching in the car. So at that point I'm thinking he had grabbed her gun because we both had one with us.
Okay.
So I'm thinking he's grabbing the gun and she
Where
got
were they when you had them both with you? Where were they?
visible for him to see.
Oh, so he could see that you both had
Yeah,
a gun.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we had like I said.
Where did you have them at?
I had mine like right here.
Okay.
And she probably had hers in the same spot.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And it was more so like, I didn't even really want her to be alone with me. It was kind of just like,
Yeah.
when I'm already finna drop you off at class, you already in the car with me. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't make moves like that by myself anyways. Like, if push come to shove, I call my brother. And that's why I say I was calling my brother. I usually call my brother and be like, hey bro, come with me. Like, you're a dude, you're bigger than me, you know, I just don't look that intimidating to nobody. So that's really what it was for. And like I said, like, we ain't never shot them guns. Like, honestly, like, nothing like that. It was more so just like being diligent, due diligence. And then it's like, once I see him reaching in the car, I'm like, what the fuck? It really took me like 5 seconds too long to understand what was going on. Cause I'm like, what's going on? And like, as I start to pull off, I just hear like a bang. Like, I just hear bang. And she just was like, he shot me. He shot me, like, just kind of like, she said like 2-3 times, like, just real like cut off. And I'm like, where you shot? She was like, in my stomach. And then she fell down. Like, she fell down. Her body was just in an awkward ass way. And I kid you not, like, I didn't even try to shoot back at this guy. I didn't try to do nothing. I literally immediately called 911. I'm telling the lady, and I stayed on her with the phone all the whole time. I did like 100 miles an hour from Levy Avenue to the hospital right here. Like, I was jumping over the medians, like, really cutting up in traffic. So I'm like, ma'am, I'm telling you right now, I'm on the phone with you. I want her to be okay. I'm trying to make this happen. And I tell her, like, I see a sheriff. Even in traffic, I tell her I see a sheriff right here. I tried to hop out the car in the middle of traffic, running his car, but his car took off. I'm like, man, he just kept going. She's like, well, do you see the number on it? Do you see the number on it? I'm like, no, I don't see none of that shit. I'm just trying to get to the hospital.
Okay.
So really, it was just a matter of me processing it. I'm not gonna lie, it took me like 4 or 5 seconds, like 4 or 5 slow seconds, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, before it just clicked, and I'm just like, fuck, like some shit finna happen.
Yeah.
Like some shit finna happen. And I just took off, and maybe once I had probably, as soon as I took off, I heard the bang. Like, I just heard the pop.
Okay.
And that's why, like, we couldn't even have really gotten out of the complex before I was like, babe, are you okay? Like, you okay? She like, he shot me. And she said something about somebody, she thought she was shot in the stomach. And that's all I remember. And it's like, I can't really, like, I didn't think that was gonna happen. But it's like, I was being, like, aware. I just wasn't, like, as aware. But, like, I don't know if they stay out there, because he made it seem like or we finna go in the house and get a cup so we can weigh up the ounce. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like.
So did you see him, or did you see anybody else with him, or?
Yeah, it was a dude with him. It was like a younger looking boy with him. This dude probably looked like 24, 25.
Okay, let's talk about the guy that came up to the window.
Mm-hmm.
How old do you think he was?
Maybe 24, 25. And he was like brown skin / dark skin.
I am MaKayla Bryant. I am a graduating criminal justice scholar from Chicago, Illinois. Well, I got up this morning and then I had to make a few errands just to make sure that I had everything. I have to figure out how I'm going to curl my hair because I have no one to curl my hair. The person that normally does my hair is out of town, and then I asked like 100 different people and they all said no.
Ultimately, 26-year-old Khalif Aghlavi was initially charged with second-degree murder, but a grand jury upped them charges to first-degree murder. And Precious was initially charged with third-degree murder, but the state's attorney's office dropped the charges against her. But let me know down in the comments if y'all think she deserved a prison sentence. But that'll be about it for this video. Make sure you like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what y'all want to see next. And as always, stay blessed and stay well. Yeah, I'm out.